If you would like to participate in the wave counting quiz, examine this wave structure and label the chart in your workbook. Robert Brechter's discussion of the correct labeling will begin in 30 seconds.
All right. Got a little surprise here. I know you weren't expecting this at this time. I think it's time to take a look at our quiz. Now, apparently, you were asked to turn one in a while ago and none showed up. At least none with your signatures on them. But I'm sure some of you figured this one out. Let me ask this question first. How many people here were able, in their opinion, to count successfully a 5-wave upward movement? Okay. How many people thought it was something other than a 5-wave movement to the upside? Okay. Well, I think it is extremely difficult to count this as 5 up. I would go as far as to say impossible, but there would probably be one way you could get away with it if absolutely no other count were available. I'm not going to show it to you because I don't want anybody to try it. However, this is clearly an ABC count. It's a very simple corrective pattern, not complex as you might think. In any case, let's try 5s first. Would it be acceptable to go 1, 2, and then have a subdividing 3rd wave up to there? No. The answer is no. That's right. You've got overlap between wave 4 and 1. Could you have an extended 1st wave, a 2, 3, 4, and somehow get a 5 out of that? No, because the 3rd is the shortest. Every time you try to make a 5 out of this, you should have had problems. You should have ended up breaking a rule and therefore saying it can't be a 5. The quickest way to deal with this, and it involves something that a lot of people have difficulty finding until they've seen a lot of them. It's a triangle in the middle. So it's a simple ABC count. Now I must admit I threw you a little curveball by saying this had to come down at least to this level, but I did say at least, and eventually, of course, you probably see something like that. That is a rally in a bear market. The first clue to identifying the fact that you're in a corrective wave is that trying to count 5 waves up, or even the beginning of some 5-wave upward pattern is difficult or impossible. And the harder it is, the more likely a correction is in force. So I think this may not be the only interpretation, but it's the best one. It's the neatest. It's the most economical. One reason it's better to use a simple ABC count when you have a choice between counting something as an ABC or as a double zigzag, ABC x ABC, is that this could easily be followed by an X wave itself. X down to here, you see, and then another ABC pattern. And if you'd already counted it as a double zigzag, you wouldn't be expecting that to happen. In this case, it counts as a simple correction quite easily.
The purpose of this quiz was to reveal whether you had learned 2 key rules of the wave principle well enough to know that the formation was not a 5-wave structure, but had to be a corrective structure. For a full understanding of the patterns available so that the ABC wave count would have been precisely identified, be sure to pay close attention to Dave Allman's presentations on impulse and corrective waves.